Welcome to 30 Days of Abundance, Day 19. Today we're talking about Amazon FBA. FBA stands for Fulfilled by Amazon. And let's get right into the content. So, Fulfilled by Amazon. So, people who sell on Amazon, you have some options. You can either put something on Amazon, like list a product on Amazon, and then you send it out yourself. That will be considered merch fulfilled. I do both. So you could do merch fulfilled, and then Amazon will alert you when you get a sale. They basically send it to your email. Or then you can have fulfilled by Amazon, and that's when you send inventory that you own, like your products, you send that inventory into the Amazon warehouse. And then they pack it, sort it, get it all situated in their warehouse. They must put it in little, I would love to go see behind the scenes. They must put it in little boxes that, have the little ID tag on it, because you have to label your items before they go in there. You can also do commingling though, which is like if you have a lot of this, if you have the same product as other sellers, but I would stay away from that because you never know what people are sending in and you don't want your stuff commingled with theirs. So that's another story for another day. But anyway, yeah, you would label your items so they can know that it specifically came from you and it's your sale. And then once you sell the item, they send it out. Now, they may make you send it to different warehouses depending on how much inventory you send in. They don't have a requirement on how much you send in. The more the better, obviously. And they might make you send it to different warehouses. The shipping's not bad as far as they have a business agreement with UPS, so they get you pretty decent shipping prices. So yeah, if you want to get started, there's two ways you could do that. The one way is retail arbitrage. When I first started selling on Amazon FBA, you would look at prices products that are already on the site, right? Something that's already selling. Say in the grocery aisle, I used to sell brownie mix, and people will buy this stuff, like, especially in sets. You could sell things in sets. I used to sell brownie mix, and I used to buy 3 of them. They were like $1 or something each, and then sell them for like $10 and do it over and over again. And people will buy it if they don't have access to it in their small towns or whatever, and it's just nice to just get offline so people just don't feel like going in store and shopping. So yes, thanks for liking the live. Yes, you are first. Welcome in, Scott Coleman. So yeah, retail arbitrage, finding stuff that's already on Amazon, going in and finding that stuff in your local stores, and then flipping it. Also, going to the clearance aisle, scanning it. You might find things this way. One time I got lucky and found a video game, or around the holiday time, this is really great with those toys. You'd be selling them for 3 times the price because the parents are trying to get certain toys and stuff like that. So retail arbitrage can really help. And retail arbitrage is basically getting things for either retail price or from retail stores and then flipping them for a profit. So that's an option. So if you don't want to be creative and create your own product, which will be called private labeling, then you would just go with retail arbitrage, see what's selling. But there are stipulations. There's always something. Amazon's not simple at all by any means. Now they have a thing where when you sign up, you have to get something in the mail to confirm that you actually live in that address. It's not an easy marketplace to sell on, as far as you just get in there, you make a eBay, like on eBay, you just go sign up and keep it moving. Now Amazon don't play around. And also another thing that might keep you from just getting right started right away is that you have to get ungated in some of these categories, especially if you plan on doing retail arbitrage. Now, most of the categories on Amazon are gated for real. Groceries gated, jewelry, clothing, accessories, luggage, stuff like that are all gated. To get ungated, you have to provide invoices from a company proving that you bought the items and are reselling them. And sometimes you have to go back and forth with the people saying, oh, I have these, I have my receipts, I have my invoices. Can't just be a regular receipt, got to be an invoice. So you had to go back and forth, and you could probably look up some videos on YouTube on how to get ungated. I've been ungated for a long time. And then once you get ungated in the categories, then we go into, okay, I'm ungated in this category. Don't go buy nothing yet, because depends. You have to download the Amazon seller app, because you might not be ungated for a brand. Brands also won't just let you go and sell their stuff. Well, it depends on the brand. Some brands will let you, but a lot of brands, they won't let you just go in and sell their stuff. You have to get approval from the brand. You got to get brand approval. So just a lot of things that might deter someone from doing retail arbitrage. It might be easier to do private label, but then with private label, you would need more capital to start up or whatever. And then you get all the competition, because you want to be selling something that people are looking for, and it just can be a lot. So, and then, it gets more and more saturated, depends on what it is. You have to get some reviews on your product, you have to promote your product and all of that. So it can be a little bit challenging, but is it worth it? Absolutely. Yeah, what else do we, so we pretty much went into it. Private labels, so that's creating your own brand on Amazon. You can get things sent in or go overseas or wherever you got to do, add your logo to it or make it your own unique thing, and then sell it on Amazon. It's best to sell things that are already like kind of trending and selling, but you can kind of like go off and not necessarily do everything everybody else is doing, you know what I mean? But that's probably your best bet, because people usually don't go past the second, third page on Amazon. So there got to be something that makes it stand out. So maybe yours is cheaper when you first start off till you get those reviews built up, or maybe yours is a different color. Maybe yours is a little bit more quality. So kind of look at the reviews and what people aren't liking about the product, and kind of see where you can get in, where you fit in. Maybe you could do a different design for it. I don't know, but kind of find your unique thing. Maybe you could add something to it, you know what I mean? So yeah, what can you add to it? What can you make a little different to a product that's already selling and make it better, you know what I mean? So that's what I would do if I was private labeling. So once you decide whether you want to do retail arbitrage or private label, you would create your own brand. I mean, you would ship the products to the Amazon warehouse. Like I said, they have partnerships with UPS, but you can also use other shipping methods or whatever. Packaging really doesn't matter. They do give you a label. So once you get your items, you label them with the labels they give you. So you are going to need at least a label printer for that, or a sticker sheet and a printer. So you could just, because I remember I didn't have the little label printer right away, and I had to kind of cut this big sheet of sticker to actually label my products before I sent them in, because I was sending some earrings in, and yeah. So just keep that in mind. You're going to need a label printer, or you're going to need a whole bunch of small labels, depending on what it is. Now, if you have a whole bunch of big items, that's cool too. And with Amazon, you can sell used stuff, but I really don't recommend it. Yeah, you can sell used stuff like books and stuff. There are, but I feel like people selling new stuff these days. But there is a way to sell used stuff on Amazon as well, but that's not really their game, you know what I mean? That's more of an eBay thing. So yeah, keep in mind, like I said, they may get shipped to different warehouses once you send your products in to Amazon. So don't be surprised if you be like, oh, okay, it's getting sent somewhere. It might be getting sent to multiple warehouses. They do that so when somebody orders, they can have, products that, especially if it's selling a lot in one area, they might get a lot more orders for a product depending on the area. I got my tea. So yeah, keep that in mind, y'all. So when you get a sale, there's not, like, the app still is not updated to where if you get a sale, I mean, it'll show you once you go on and scroll, but you know how you get a sale on eBay or Amazon or something, they get the little cha-ching or something like that, make it, oh, okay, I got a sale. Amazon's not like that. I wonder if they can add that to it, but on the Amazon app, just go and download the Amazon for Sellers app. You'll see that once you get a sale, the only way you'll know is by actually going into your little dashboard and seeing. And or going into your email and seeing, you got a sale. Even if you get a sale on fulfilled by Amazon, they still email you and say, hey, your order shipped. What else? It's nice that Amazon handles the customer service. You don't gotta worry about packing and shipping. That was a beautiful thing with Amazon. I don't know. It can be a lot, just making sure items are packed, shipped, going back and forth with customers. You don't got to do none of that when you put items in the warehouse. Oh, I love this. What does it say? Matthew 5:11. Blessed are those who mourn the day they shall be comforted. Keep believing and they shall rest with the Heavenly Father. What else? So when you get to sell on Amazon, you usually polybag it, label it up, put it in a box. They give you a label, 2 labels, one for Amazon's, one Amazon label so they can scan it in a warehouse. Then they'll give you another label, for UPS, and then you send it off. I usually just go to Staples because Staples and UPS are like pretty much like that. What else? Then Amazon sends it to the customer. And like I said, they'll notify you via email. And that's pretty much Amazon FBA in a nutshell. And I feel like you should definitely get started. There's lots of information on here about it. And yeah, is it the easiest one to get started with? No, but it's nice that they have that. And they just rolled out, I think it was just last month, fulfillment by TikTok. So that's beautiful. It'd be nice for me to send some stuff. But I'm not a big seller over there, so it is what it is. My Amazon sales went down too. I just been slacking. I haven't logged back in. And then another thing with Amazon, you got to keep up with it. When you get returns, you can still get returns. Keep that in mind when you're selling on Amazon. When you get returns, it goes back into your inventory, and then they can send it back to you, or you can have them destroy it. And I heard there was tea in the streets. I'm not saying this is happening, but there's tea in the streets saying Amazon was reselling your stuff. Yeah, that's funny. But they'll get sent back to you, so you still will have to deal with people returning stuff. I never got a ton of returns, but it does happen. You know what I mean? So keep that in mind. It's just not like, oh, once I sell it, it's sold. No, you still get returns. You got to still keep your inventory updated, and sometimes they suppress your ASINs and stuff, and you just got to keep updated with that, and make sure you have it to where they automatically, you can go in and set your settings to where you automatically have it set, like if they if they don't sell it in a certain amount of time, they do charge you fees too. I didn't even write down the fees. Usually I go over stuff like that, but there are fees associated with it too. It says right in the dashboard when you're listing it how much you'll be charged. They charge you for the packing and shipping fee and all that stuff too, so keep that in mind. So you're being that they're doing all the customer service and all that stuff, they definitely take a hefty cut. So don't expect to be making like a crazy amount. Depends on how much you sell it for, of course. Then there's stipulations, like there's this small and light program to where if you're shipping something that's very lightweight, that they won't be as hefty with the fees, stuff like that. So you will go to, what's it, seller.amazon. Oh, sell.amazon.com. Yep, sell.amazon.com. And they just make sure you have your address and you have it automatically to where stuff, like if your stuff doesn't sell in a certain amount of time, they'll basically send it to you. They won't let it just sit in the warehouse, so you have to go send it back in basically, because they will say, hey, this stuff is not selling, it's taking up space in the warehouse, get it out of here, pretty much. So you got to get it out of here. So what do I think of the Zazzle platform? Oh my goodness, that's one place, believe it or not, that I think I listed one thing on there one time, and I never took Zazzle seriously. I can't really say, but it's a print-on-demand platform, and it's still up and running. So, hey, get on there and start selling your stuff. Yeah, Zazzle is cool. I think you should, but I wouldn't just let it be my only. I'm one of those people who put things on all platforms when it comes to books, when it comes to print-on-demand, like Zazzle. When it comes to all those things, I say just go wide and put it on all platforms. So if you have one design, put it on Zazzle, put it on Redbubble, put it on Teespring, put it on Merch by Amazon, put it on all those print-on-demand sites, you know what I mean? So definitely, I think it's worth doing. What else? what was we talking about? Yeah, so Amazon FBA, yeah, definitely worth it. But there's, like I said, the barriers to entry. If you get in there, that's what makes it great though, because a lot of people are going to be too lazy and too like, this is too much to even get started. So get a product, get it on there, start getting your reviews up, and start low. Like with any other business, you're going to might lose some money. Get some inventory. You could just start with 10 items, like 10 of the same item or whatever. Get some reviews for it. Start building it up. Make sure that it's unique in the fact that either you're including something that comes with it, or it's more quality, a different color, a different pattern. Make it a little bit different. You know what I mean? See what you can do. And just I would just go to ChatGPT and see what's even worth getting into these days. Make sure it's small and lightweight too. That will be good. And make sure, if possible, being that Amazon has shipping over $25, if you can sell things that are over $25, or even a bundle deal or something to make it, you know, just make it good. You know what I mean? But it's still worth getting on there and having multiple products, and you can just get on there, launch some stuff, and get some reviews for it, and keep it moving. All right, so unless you have any other questions, I'm going to get into the 30 Days of Abundance. We're on season 2, day 19, and I'm just getting into my tea and, you know, what we do. Oh yeah, I forgot my positioning statement. I help entrepreneurs and side hustlers take action and create multiple income streams. And the purpose of 30 Days of Abundance is to develop new habits that will improve relationships, health, and beauty and money. So for self-love and personal, I didn't get to my journaling and reading 10 pages a day. I did do my beauty routine yesterday. For health, I didn't get to walk 1 hour, but I did do my water. I got to refill this tonight. My water. I did do OMAD and do my 3-hour eating window. OMAD is 1 meal a day. And sober till May 1st, I haven't drank. I actually went to the bar. It's been a while since I went to the bar, but I just ate out with my aunt. We did a listing party today for or eBay items, because my aunt has an eBay store too, so it was nice to get back on my eBay listing, you know what I mean? Money posts for 30 days on YouTube, a video 10 plus minutes. I'm doing it right now. I got the microphone coming in. I actually ordered today, so we can actually upload a actual video instead of going live, which I would still want to go live too. I want to do both, but you know what I mean? It's nice to actually have those videos, you know, those standard videos on there, because that's really what I wanted to do. What else? So yeah, storage is an issue for me. Okay, so my weekly money goals. So 1 stack influence campaign a week. I did that. I did the queen leggings. 1 kale challenge a week. If you don't know what these are, stack influence, kale, all these things we'll talk about, I've already done videos on them in the 30 Days of Abundance, if you just look back a few days. 10 Amazon influencer reviews. I haven't gotten to that, but I still have until Saturday to do it. 3 listings. I did that today. I listed probably about a week's worth of items, and I like to schedule them out, because really I want to list at least 1 item a day on eBay to keep it like consistently going, because the algorithm loves when you list at least daily. But you know, it depends on, actually it's a good thing. They say when you have a whole bunch of inventory and it's not listed, it's called the death pile. So I don't have a death pile. I just have a whole bunch of items that's listed, which is good. So it's good to need more inventory, because that means all your stuff is listed. All my stuff is listed. I'm just trying to, you know, get more inventory now. So that's a good thing. I'm in a good situation. All my stuff is listed or whatever. What else? 1 flip. I need to do a review for that dress. That's on the Flip app. What else? 1 new design for print on demand. I think I'm going to just order that on Fiverr, or I might do a text design on myself for Canva. Courses. I need to do 1 new lesson for Argina Abundance. Books, 1 chapter. I need to write a chapter for my book that's upcoming. And 1 new format for a book. I need to do, I guess I'll start with paperback or audio book. I'm going to be doing 1 new format for a book. So I have about 70 books, and they're all in ebook form, and I need to do a new format for each of them. So either they don't have a paperback or they don't have an audio book. I have like a Excel spreadsheet that says what books I have and what they have done. So I need to do some paperback or audiobook or something for them. So let's see, is that all we have today? Uber Eats. I'm going to stick to Friday, Saturday, and Sundays. Now that I did that 12-hour challenge, that video is coming soon. I actually got it in CapCut, but it's not completely edited yet. Hopefully by tomorrow, but definitely by the end of the week it'll be out. Uber Eats, I won't be doing that again till yeah, I'm going to do Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Fiverr, I'm still doing good with that. I got one new order today. No, two new orders today. Fiverr's doing good. It's just, going back and forth with the clients. But hey, like I said, I don't want to sabotage myself. We're doing good on there. When I raise the prices starting April, we'll see how it's still doing. You know what I mean? But like I said, I extended my time from 5 days to 7 days delivery. Makes me feel better. You know what I mean? And post daily on all platforms. I've been doing good on TikTok. I actually been posting stuff on TikTok that I'm not posting on all my other platforms. I just like when I feel the inspiration, I've been just picking up my phone and recording. Also, I've been going live on TikTok doing my makeup in the daytime or whatever, and trying to like promote my products on there. So, yep, I have two products on sale right now. They probably actually not on sale anymore. It's 10 o'clock at night, but yeah, I've been going live on TikTok. I just be vibing out over there. But yes, that's all for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next video tomorrow. What do we talk about tomorrow, y'all? We are talking about, I think I know too. Oh yeah, we're talking about the Amazon Influencer Program. So we'll talk about how to get in and, some tips and tricks on the Amazon Influencer Program. So talk to you soon. Farewell, Cottontail.